Hello everyone, it's Birdie here, the recycled hippie chick. I'm still not happy with my angle. I'm sorry, I should do all this before I get started. I have the most terrible... There we go. Leaving it right there. Okay, welcome. I want to work in one of my art journals today on a page. I have been kind of into the ephemera making kick lately, and it's been forever since I've just worked in a book. So today I just want to do a page in my book. Let me see where I can go. I can go to this, and this. Okay. Right here. All right. I know this doesn't show this whole book because it is extremely long, but I want to work in it today. I have a few things I want to stick in there. I have 2 boxes full of stuff that as I come across things that I think, oh, I want that in my own journal, I stick it in this box. And that's what I really need to work out of. I need to start getting that stuff in my books. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Oh, first of all, I want to thank Christina at Christina's Shack. She sent me some Happy Mail. I'll turn it over like this. She sent me this cute little ATC card in which I'm going to put in my little ATC box. What did I do with it? Oh, it's over on the table by RJ and Fern. And she sent me this cute little teacup card in which I'm going to put in my Happy Mail journal. I'm going to use this in the envelope. It goes in my Happy Mail journal. I found a journal that I'm going to put all my envelopes and packaging and extra little cards in. So that will be fun. I want to thank Arlene. Arlene sent me some wonderful devotional papers that I'm going to put in my prayer journal after I read and do, or during I read and do. Thank you, Arlene. Those will not go to waste. I want to thank Ricky Tiki Tavi. You guys, maybe I should just start working and talk while I'm working. Ricky Tiki Tavi came to my house this week, yesterday, which was Monday. She lives in Arizona, and they are traveling through the Midwest and stopped by to see me. Stayed in my town at our local hotel and everything. It was so exciting. We got to run around yesterday. We ran to a small town in Newton that has my favorite thrift store in and found a few things. We went to this wonderful Mennonite grocery up there, and we found some yummy cheese curds in which I had never tasted before. We had cheese curds from Wisconsin, and they had jalapeno bread. It was too hot for me. On the tailgate of their car for lunch. It was so fun, and just, it was fun to get to know somebody that is just plain old down to earth like I am. How many people would I come across that would be satisfied for lunch sitting on the tailgate of the car eating cheese curds and jalapeno bread that you just got out of the market? How many people? That is my kind of people. So it was really a joy to meet her. I actually stalked her on Instagram for quite some time, and her name drew me in, and I don't even know why. I don't know. It just drew me in, and I loved her work, and I started following her, and I don't know what made us start really conversing back and forth and become friends, but it was meant to be. Sometimes God puts somebody in your path that it's just meant to be. So she brought me a whole bag of goodies. You know, this is just going to be a huge page. I mean, this picture is just going to be Let's just do it right here. She brought me a whole bag full of goodies. Thank you. This is one of them. I got a bookmark that'll go in my religious, I'm going to do a religious, not a personal relationship religious book, but a religion book. You know, just pretty religious symbols and stuff that I see that I like. I'm going to make a book like that. And then these wonderful stamps that I noticed on one of her openings of her mom box on her videos on YouTube under Ricky Tikitabi. She was opening up a mom box and these were the stamps on it. And I'm like, I hope you're not throwing those away. She gave them to me, so I'm going to use those. Anyway, I got all kinds of stuff and I really enjoyed their time of meeting them. Thank you, Ricky. Here we go. Let's do a little background here. Let's see what we can come up with. You know me, I fly by the seat of my pants, so I don't have a plan here. I just have a few little things here I want to put in my book, and I thought, let's do this. I hope everyone is well. I do want to talk to you about something. I don't know how many of you, you know, I prayed not too long ago for Linda. She used to have the channel Linda's Mixed Up Mess. I don't know how many people on here used to be on Linda's channel. But I'm going to put a link if I can figure it out. So this may not be posted. This video may not be downloaded for a couple days until I can figure out how to get that link in my description. Linda has a GoFundMe page. Those of you who know Linda know that she has cancer. She does not want to do the conventional method. She wants to do it alternative medicine. She's found a facility in Texas that will treat you, and they have an 86% success rate with cancer. But it is expensive because insurance doesn't pay for alternative medicine. She'll have to travel to Texas to do it. She'll have to stay there for a time. She'll have to have her testing and then come home after treatments and then go back every 3 months. It's going to be quite a process. So, Linda has a GoFundMe page asking for help on this journey because the money that she has to come up with, we all know none of us could. It's just an astronomical amount. And so Linda is literally fighting for her life right now. The only way she will get a chance to fight this is with our help through her GoFundMe. That's the only way, because she can't, you know, come up with it on her own. So I'm asking if you have it in your heart and have the monetary way to help Linda, is to go to that GoFundMe account. It tells in the GoFundMe account where the money's going and all of that. It tells her story in there. And help Linda. I am going to help her as soon as payday gets here. And I feel like I can also help her by sharing the link and getting the word out. I think God can also work this. Sometimes social media is such an evil thing, but I also think God can use it for good, because I know I've met people on here that I was supposed to meet through this platform. And I know that this platform can also be used for wonderful things. As much as there's evil in it, I think there's good in it. So I think God can work through this. hey, if he can speak through the jawbone of an ass, he can help people through YouTube, right? It's my philosophy. So, Linda, we are praying for you. And if any of you also feel it in your heart, if you have other people that follow your channel that are from Linda, that used to watch Linda when she had her channel, will you share this link also? The more people, the more we get the word out, the more help she will get in this journey. Okay. I like that. I mean, this is just simple. Sometimes we're just simple. There we go. I like this ripped edge. I was going to put like a piece of trim or something over here, but I like just seeing that ripped edge. So there we go. Darn it. I was just going to ask you guys something, and now I thought, well, I was just getting my stuff laid out, and I thought, oh, I want to ask everybody this. And then I said to myself, you better get your little book and write it down. And then I said, oh, silly self, I'm about to turn on the camera. I'll remember. And guess what? I don't remember. Can you believe that? Well, that's how I am. I will put a little clip at the end of this video showing you the update on my little turtle that I found. Did I even talk about it in a video? Did I talk about my little turtle, that Zero that I found under my Jeep, and she was missing a foot and her front foot was damaged? Anyway, that was on the 17th. It's now been 10 days that I've had her. I put her in an enclosure and doctored it, and wanted to keep her till I seen that amputated foot close in, and the pad on that foot that she has to use to walk with, I wanted to see that scab over before I let her back loose, because, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I've told you. Do I repeat my story and take a chance, or do I not? I'm going to repeat it. I don't know what I've told you and what I haven't. So, I bandaged up her foot. And let me get some underpants. Okay, so I bandaged up her foot. And I went out in 2 days and wanted to get her, and I've been boiling it out with peroxide. Oh, just a minute. And when I changed the bandage, it stunk. So I knew, okay, bandage is not a good idea. So I boiled it out with peroxide again, and started seeing more maggots inside of her foot. So I didn't get them all out the first time. So I boiled out the maggots, and I left it off, left the bandage off this time, and I put her back out there. Now, I had to run to town. I was gone 2.5 hours. When I came home, I went back out and checked on her again, and the flies were covering her. And I thought, oh no, she's died and the flies have taken over. When I picked her up, it looked like on every surface of her body that had skin looked like it had bee pollen on it. And it was fly eggs. So I brought her in the house and I washed and rinsed them off. If I've already told this story, I'm sorry. Telling it again. And I got approximately 2 tablespoons of fly eggs off of her. And so I boiled everything else out again. And then I took her back out. Okay? I'm pretty sure I'm getting this story right. Next day, I go out again, and the sun's shining when I pick her up to look at everything. Oh, no, this time what I did was I took the guinea pig cage panels that I had, and I made a little pen for her. And I covered it with screen so that no flies could get in there. Okay, so the next day I go out and I pick her up and the sun is shining. So I could really see in her wound with the sun shining in it. And I saw wiggles. Again, tiny, tiny little maggots. So I'm like, okay, here we go. So I took her in the house and I got the tweezers and I start pulling those little suckers out. I started boiling it with peroxide, and when I would rinse it off, rinse the peroxide off, they would start coming to the surface of the hole of this little stump. So I started pulling them out with the tweezers. These things were so tiny. I pulled out 22 maggots out of her little leg. 22. So I got everything pulled out, and I decided to look. I had called the vet and said, what can I do? And he said, you're doing right. Just keep it clean and keep boiling it out with peroxide. That's all you can do. And keep pulling the maggots out until she starts to heal up. So I Googled how to kill maggots in an open wound on YouTube, on Google, whatever you call it, on my phone. It said if you have injectable ivermectin, which is an anti-parasitic, which I did have injectable because that's how I worm my goats and the guinea pigs and everything, and the chickens. Anything I had with parasites, I used ivermectin. It said if you have injectable ivermectin, you can flush the open wound and it will kill maggots. So I said, what do I have to lose? I went and got my ivermectin, and I had a little empty syringe, and in her little stump, the bottom was raw, and then there was a puncture wound here, like a tooth hole. And when I was using my syringe to irrigate the wound with peroxide, I would squeeze it in this puncture wound and noticed it was coming out the stump area. So I decided to inject the ivermectin through the puncture hole until I saw it come out the stump. So I did that. And guess what? She immediately started healing up. I mean, it has been phenomenal how quick she's healed up after that. It's completely enclosed. A matter of fact, 3 days ago, I removed her pin and set her free, and she refuses to leave. She stays out there where the pin was. She has moved over close to the fence where there was a bunch of leaves, you know, that I don't rake up all my leaves from the winter because it's cool under there, and the turtles like to go under there when it's hot and bury themselves through the heat of the day. So she went over by the fence and went under the leaves, and there's a line of daisies there, and she has just lived over there. She's like, thank you, I'm not leaving. So it's been 3 days now that I've set her free, and she's still out there. But it has been victorious. I have beat the maggots. They're dead, and her stump has healed over. Her paw has healed nicely. Matter of fact, it'll show you on the video at the end of what we do today. I'll put it up there, a little update. And praise God, my little zero turtle is healed. So the things I do. You know, last year at this time, I was nursing squirrels, remember? We were bottle feeding squirrels. And this year, I'm nursing a turtle back to life. And remember, about 6 years ago, I was raising geese. Remember my geese? In which are still at the park down in Wichita. Yes, never a dull moment at the Misfit Ranch. So that is the story of that. That's the update on what's going on around here. But I don't know. I don't know why God has given me such love for animals, a deep love, not just a normal love. I mean, I have a deep love. Sometimes it's too deep. I don't know why, but for some reason he's given me that. And I'm just going to embrace it because I can't get rid of it. Let's put something else on there. You know, I forget it's only going to be the edges. So I can't go too far. Let's dry this just a teeny bit. Let's see, is it going over? Oh, I can do a little more. Let's see if we can't water this down a little more. I need a bigger brush. I need some water. There we go. I need some more of this. This darn paint goes so far. I may have to paint this whole page. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can share the love here. Oh my goodness, I've made a mess. It's coming out everywhere. What can we do? What can we do? Let's see here. Let's see here. I've got it down in this ditch, and it is just running everywhere. I mean, I like grunge, but come on. Okay, I like that. That's fine. Now, let's just give this a quick dry. Okay, it's soaked clear through over to here. It's making this blueprint paper very fragile, so I'm going to masking tape. Uh-oh, where are we at here? One of these I have to take apart. Okay, that one. Okay, this one's fine. Let's repair this so that it doesn't get any worse with masking tape. This roll of masking tape is so old, I'm not sure I can get it off of here in one piece. There we go. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. There we go. Okay. Now we're back in business. Okay. Okay, now I made this envelope. This is an envelope. I don't know who I watched. Was it Shinuki that showed me how to do this? I don't know. It's an envelope. Cut the side off, put your little thumbnail in, and then you put one pocket down, or one pocket here, and then another one down below it. And then I just sewed around the pockets before I glued them on. So that makes 1, 2, 3 pockets. And then you can just glue it on whatever page you want. Isn't that nifty? So I'm going to make a bunch of those up. But I wanted to put one in my... you know what? I want a Janet Nash... I want a Janet Nash mushroom on there. Just to... Okay, let's see if we can't find a cute mushroom to put on here. And we may have to doll it up. Because I just made these. I didn't necessarily doll them up yet. Well, where are they? I thought I just grabbed a whole bunch. Here they are. Some of these are dolled up. It's just a matter of finding one that fits. Okay, I think I like that one. Now, well, now I need a sticker to go on it. You know, it looks a little dark. I could go around it with white pen. Okay, let's go ahead and get her glued down, and then we'll doll it up. I found a few stickers. I'll have to go over it with white pen because I don't like the way that's a little dark. That's okay. I like these flowers. I thought we would put some of those down here at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and just dribble a little glue because I'm not, you know, really familiar with how well stickers do. Just sticking them like this. So I'm going to glue them also. What's going on over here? There we go. Okay, so that one's done. And then on this one, I liked these berries. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see what we can do here. What did I do with my knife? Oh, you're kidding me. There it is. I just used it on when I was trying to fix my camera stand. Okay, I didn't put glue on it. That one's done. And then I liked this little butterfly on here. So that one's done. Now, let's get my white pen out. And she doesn't have a white pen. Yes, she does. We'll see if it works. Yes, it does. Just want to go around it to pull it away from that background. Okay. Now, let's glue her down. And accidentally, we have made a beautiful background start for something else over here. There we go. Now, I suppose you could just glue around it and make another pocket up above, but I just didn't choose to do that. I've got 3 pockets here already. I'm completely happy with that. Voila. Voila. Now, I have this little envelope pocket that I make. It's got a tag over here on this side of the envelope. It's got this little flip up notepad that I can do journaling on. And then it's got a pocket behind it in the other half of the envelope. So I want to put this in, but I've decorated all sides. So I think what I'm going to do is just put it in with one of those hidden, let me get one of those hidden paper clips, and I think we'll just put it in like that. It might be kind of cute to go in like that, huh? But how could we attach it? What do you think? What do you think? How would we attach it? I need a little larger page. That's an envelope. I don't want to put it on that. That's not large enough. It needs to be one of these larger papers. It would fit on this. Do I just paper clip it? Or do I try to attach it with like material or something here? Yeah, I think let's do that. Let's ixnay the paperclip idea, and let's put a piece of cute material, whatever material I can pull out of the box. That's how we roll. It's nice and thin, so this will be good to, am I still in frame? This will be good because it's nice and thin, and yet it'll be pliable, yet hold things together. Okay, let's just try this one side first, and then we'll see if we need to do any other sides. Okay. Got that. That'll fold over like that. And then we'll open it up over here. Probably ought to put one on this side too, shouldn't we? Let's do that. Just for grins and giggles. There we go. Okay, now I have to let that dry. I don't want too much touching it because it is wet. Got a little mushroom house on this side. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Okay, so we're flipping through. La-ti-da, la-ti-da. Oh, look, a cute little envelope. We flip the page. Oh, how cute. Okay, that'll be perfect, won't it? Okay, what's our timage? 36 minutes. Gosh, we're doing good, you guys. I'm normally on here for an hour. Let's do one more little thing, and then I'll call it good. I'll spare you guys this time. I want to hang this little dingle-dangle on the side somewhere, but I want to strengthen up the side. So I was thinking about putting material on there. Let's see. Let's put it on this. We want it to kind of stick out and dingle-dangle, so it'll have to be on one of these longer ones. Okay, first of all, let's fix something. My granddaughter did this picture, and I meant for it to be a centerfold, and when I bound this, is there a way I can do this without taking it apart? When I bound this, I didn't make it the centerfold. So I'm going to fix that. I think I'm going to have to redo it. But I want to... I don't quite know how to do this without just totally having a hard time. I hate trying to find my holes. There's that one. Okay, I got the whole thing. Okay, it's unattached. So let's get that centerfold where it needs to be. Oh no, I sewed it. Okay. Struggle is real. The struggle is real. Let's just swap these two pages out. Just like that. And put it back in. My granddaughter will be happy. Okay. I'm going to come back up. I don't know if you can see all this. I know those of you who actually know what you're doing are probably going, oh my gosh, Amy, there's an easier way. I'm sure there is. But I just don't know it. Thank goodness it's my own journal. Oh, there's a reason I didn't make that the centerfold, I bet. Because it hardly fits. Okay, now we are almost back in business. There we go. Okay, now let's see how it looks. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? Now you can see that it's a hyacinth. Purple hyacinth is what she made. No, she said it was lavender, but I told her it looked like purple hyacinth. No, Paisley said this is lavender. That's what she said. Okay, now, I wanted to do an edge, didn't I? And I wanted to do it on this. So I want to put some cloth down. And I'm not going to glue the cloth all the way over here because I'm going to want to do this page and I may want to get behind it with paint or something. So let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and do this page because I want to put this turtle on and this will be a good page to do it. Let's do some collage first. Hey, if I'm going to make you stay an hour, let's go ahead and do it. I always say I'm going to quit and then something happens. What happened here? I didn't get this card cut out. And I think we'll use this paper. Straggler card from when we made those tags the other day. I must have laid it in there to let it dry and didn't notice it, so I'll have to finish that. Let's take a stop. Let's just stop for a minute and breathe and stretch and take a drink of our coffee. And with my little warmer plate over here, it stays nice and hot. Let's just use this. Where is my underpants? Can we see the underpants under there? No, it would not be worth the time to put those on. So let's use, since this is deli paper, let's use our matte gel medium just to get a little more coverage of, what do you want to call it? Stickable coverage. Let's do that. There we go. This down here. I love to jelly plate deli paper. It's just so darn pretty. Just so darn pretty. I didn't get any gardening done this year. I have been weeding because I don't want to spray with the turtles in the yard, so I've been hand weeding everything. The rock garden, you know, the rock paths, everything. I tried Miss Moss's concoction of vinegar and salt and Dawn, and it was a bust for me. So, Miss Moss, I'm sorry, but you're the only one that seems to be able to use that and make it work. It like burnt the tips of the stuff, but it didn't kill it completely. So I have a feeling I didn't put enough on, but at 3 something a gallon and you have to use the vinegar straight, that's some expensive spray. I know. Do you want to keep your turtles alive or do you want to have them hand weeding? I know. I want to keep my turtles alive and I don't want to do my hand weeding. But man, I can't afford it. So I opted to hand pull. So I've been doing that and I haven't got any gardening in. Just since I got rid of the goats, I just got my little bins out there. I'm doing raised bed tub gardening. This farmer gave me a bunch of tubs that he feeds these cattle the mineral in. And I'm using those. So I'm slowly filling them up with, I'm slowly letting them turn into compost. Like I take my table scraps and weeds and stuff out there and put it in those tubs. And then I'll throw a scoop of dirt in. And then I'll put more table scraps and weeds and, and so I'm kind of layering it like that. And I'll let that turn into dirt this year. And then next year I'll be ready to put some garden plants in it. So I'm just building my dirt this year, if that makes sense. Putting my coffee grounds out there. I was digging worms for the turtle, and digging worms and catching grasshoppers, yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking to be a nature lover and have to rip grasshoppers in half so that your turtle can eat them, because she was so injured she couldn't go fast enough to get to them if they hopped away. So I had to injure the grasshoppers so that she could eat them. And I was digging worms, and the worms here, since we're in such a drought, the worms were so far down and they were so skinny that I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Walmart and buying some night crawlers. Do you know how much night crawlers cost? $5.95 for worms. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh, she loved them. You'd think she had a T-bone steak. So then everybody started coming in the yard. I started seeing other turtles also, and of course big heart that I am, said, oh, you need a night crawler too. I've gone through 24 night crawlers in the past 4 days. What am I going to do? I mean, the only thing I want here so far is a turtle. I guess I'm just going to put it on, and as I run across other things, we'll add to this page, right? Because right now, all I can come up with is a turtle. And we're definitely going to have to go around it with Stabilo, because it's blending in with this paper. Darn it. This Mod Podge is still wet, so I'm going to take a chance on it holding that sticker down better. Look at me, just keep peeling them off. I'm putting more on here than I thought. Okay, we'll start with that. Now we'll get our little edge on there. What did I do with that? So that I can put my dingle dangle on. Oh, shoot. Oh, you think I can get it off? Okay, come on, baby. Don't do me wrong. Come on now. Okay. So, anyway, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for that. So anyway, I've been a night crawler woman. I just had my husband stop and get me another container of them on his way home tonight. I'm afraid I'm going to spoil them and they're not going to want to hunt. He thinks I'm spoiling the injured one, and that's why she doesn't go in search of her own food. But I don't know if she can yet. So I'm nervous about, oh, you guys. Check where everything's going to be. Be a pre-planner. Don't be an Amy, okay? Don't just stick stuff down till you know where everything's going to be. I should learn from Christina at Christina's Shack. She lays everything down first, and then she glues it when she knows everything's going to fit. And I have thought that when I was watching her. Oh, I need to do that. Did I learn? No. I don't learn. I'm just a spontaneous girl. Okay, now I want to put, where's it at? This little guy, where's my little, okay, let me, there they are. There's that. Where's my other little thing? I may have to push pause and find my little, light bulb pin. Let me go get another. Okay, I wanted to put this little, I don't know, it's a little cardboard thing that says, for old age assistance, sales tax token, Oklahoma. Thought it was cute. So I wanted to put a couple little beads on there. Let's see if we have any tiny, tiny beads in here. Oh, this is kind of cool. That might be too tiny. What about this one? Okay, let's put that on there. Our little token. Another one. Let's put these little acorns. And another one. And let's put this on our little, whoops, let's bring it down here a little bit. There we go. How's that? There. Now we got a little dingle. Isn't that cute? Yeah, it's okay on this side. All right. There we go. Okay, so we've done quite a bit in this book today. I'm going to let this dry, go in and get some fish and lay it out for supper, decide what I'm going to make with fish. I have a lot of tilapia in the freezer. And I'll see you guys later. Stick around for the little Zero clip at the end. Bye-bye from Birdie. I thought I'd give a little update on Zero. I want to show them your owies, okay? She just had 2 worms. There's her little amputee leg. It looks wonderful, I think. Her front leg looks wonderful. It's missing some toenails and a pad, but everything's healing up wonderful. Yes, she just had 2 night crawlers. And she's completely free to go. She's just kind of been hanging out in this pile of leaves and these flowers, so I buried her a little pool, and she's been in it several times. So I just wanted to give